SmutfreeTV exclusive. Tell a Rockstar.
Rocstar 2800, SmutfreeTV, toxic media, the hottest content in these internet streets. You know the truth. Like, comment, subscribe right now. Turn on your notifications. Hit that bell. Hop in them comments, because every comment counts.
SmutfreeTV exclusive.
Been pulling up in here. You feel me? We've been dropping on the YouTube. Go like, comment, subscribe. Hop in them comments. You already know how we rocking. All right, there go Blue right there. All right, I'm about to bring you up, Blue. All right, Blue on stage. I'm about to mod you up, my guy. All right. All right, man. Bleu Davinci is definitely in the building on SmutfreeTV. Y'all better go lock in right now. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're on Clubhouse right now, ping the room, share the room. You understand? Bleu Davinci right here on SmutfreeTV. How you doing today, brother?
Oh man, it's cooling, man. What's up with y'all?
Nah, man. We appreciate you pulling up. You already know. The man, the myth, the legend. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. It's a lot that goes with Blue. With that name. You know, that name hold a lot of weight from back in the day. If you grew up on Smac videos, if you grew up on you know, the old DVDs, back in the day, Blue was all over them DVDs. For sure.
DVD, nigga, that was the first social media,
Nah,
bro.
that's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, nah. So I definitely want to get into it, you know what I'm saying, from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? From the story, from the beginning on who Bleu Davinci is and why you kind of you know, carved your name in the pavement of history in this, as far as the, you know, LA rap scene, LA to Atlanta connection. You know, we're gonna talk about it all. How you doing today though, man? What's up with you? How you doing?
Oh man, chilling, man. Just I'm working on this film project and shit right now. I got a little situation or whatever, so it's just been in these writing sessions and shit, trying to knock this script out, shit like that. But you know, still got all them cars and the boats and the fucking houses down here when it's touchdown in Miami and shit. It's still on all that, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, definitely.
Plus, still having kids. I'm old as is still having kids and being there every day for them and shit like that. You feel me?
That nigga said still having kids. I ain't like
The real gangster shit, man. The
I
real
ain't trying to
gangster
have
shit is
no
the
more.
last
I ain't
name.
trying to have no
Hey,
more.
look. Hey, Rockstar, let me tell you something, homie. The real gay, the realest gangster shit, all this internet shit. The realest gangster shit is everybody's last name. Everybody, I'm from here, I'm from there, we from here, we from there, we from the west, we from the east. Man, your last name is the only thing that really matters. And what you leaving on the real mark, you know what I'm saying? Once you gone, the neighborhood still gonna be there. All them walls, all them bricks, house, all that gonna be there when we gone.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
That's why I got to have them kids, gang.
No, that's a fact. Let them
I ain't
carry
gonna
it
lie.
on.
Yeah, bro. I got to have them torch bearers. You
Yeah,
feel
they
me?
gonna carry it on for sure. So let's get into it, man. Bleu Davinci from the east side, LA, Carson to be exact. I mean, where does it start for you? What high school did you go to? I mean, was you always into
I grew
rapping?
up. Nah, I grew up on the west side, bro. I grew up in West Boulevard hood over there in on over there on Pico, off Pico, across the street from LA
Nigga, that's
High.
schoolyards,
It
nigga.
might have been
Yeah, that's
schoolyard hood.
schoolyards, huh?
Yeah, I might. Yeah, it was off West
Nah,
Boulevard,
nah,
Pico.
nah,
That's where
nah. I
I
know.
over there. That's where I grew up. That's where I grew up at. You know what I'm saying? And then my pops lived in the J's, so I used to be from the jungles over there to the west on the west side. And then once moms got married, that's when I moved to Carson. So I moved to Carson when I was like 9 years old or something like that, and then moved out of Carson when I was like 14. She got a divorce. So my Carson stint wasn't that long, but that's when I started gang banging. I found the hood over there in Carson. All the homies from 190 was getting busy in the bank robberies and all that was going on back then. I got a couple homies on death row for them bank robberies and all that. The armored truck robberies and shit was going on. So, you know, in the neighborhood, that's where I found the neighborhood at. But then once moms got divorced, I moved. first to Hawthorne, and then I went to Hawthorne High. So by the time I started going to high school, I was in Hawthorne. Boom, got kicked out of there. The riots with the Mexicans, everybody know about that at Hawthorne High. I be seeing some niggas on Instagram, on Clubhouse sometime that went to Hawthorne with me. But then went from there, we got opportunity transferred to North High. Boom, got kicked out of there, went to Lusinger for a minute. All them little schools like that bouncing around. And then I left school. I left school in like the 11th grade, beginning of the 11th grade. I left school. I was done with the school and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was on one. I was out there with Razcast by then.
Oh, so Razcast, is that your cousin, y'all family?
Yeah, that's the childhood. You know what I'm saying? Sandbox cousin. We don't have blood, but that's my cousin. That been my cousin since I was fucking 12 years old type
So,
shit.
so
You
that
know
was
what I'm
your
saying?
introduction to the rap game. You feel like dealing with
Yeah.
Razcast?
To the professional rap game. See, I was already rapping and shit. Nigga, listen, let me tell you something. I got a homeboy named Rude Boy. He used to be from Seven Trade Hustlers. He from One I Know now. But he used to be from Seven Trade Hustlers back in the day. And shit. I met that nigga right before I went to Hawthorne High, right? And that nigga lived on 76 in McKinley and Swan Hood, right? And then down the street from his house was S Dog, and his brother and them was the producers. They had the Tea House on 76 and Wadsworth. Okay. So that's like 7779 Swan Hood until you cross Central, Avalon or whatever, and then you got or Central, and then you go over to the coasters, the 7 6s, right? But it's like it's still in Bloodhood. Nigga, I used to be putting my life on the line to be rapping over there. I used to be ducked off over there, trying not to let niggas know I was ripping this shit I was a rip over there and all that. You feel me? And them niggas found out I was around. And nigga, when I start doing music, nigga, I was putting my life on the line to record in a real studio. You feel me? That's where my shit really started at. And then Raz seen that I was doing what I was doing. I had got shot. And then Raz came around, was like, nigga, I got the record deal, bro. I want you to come out with me when you come out this shit, bro. When I get ready to go on the road, I'm gonna take you with me. So about like some months later, I end up going out on the road with that nigga and was with that nigga for about 3 years, traveling, performing when he had his Priority Records record deal. Know what I'm saying? So that's what really introduced me to like the real professional entertainment side with traveling and performing, big crowds, dealing with the record label and all that shit.
Oh, okay. So from there, your introduction, you seeing how this works. You around. You going? Did you go on tour with him? You went on tour and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that.
We went on a couple tours, a couple
Okay.
albums, like 2 albums. It was like about 2 albums. I ended up being with Raz about three, maybe 4 years, bro. 2 albums we toured or whatever. Germany, all out the country. His first nigga got my passport marked up and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I owe a lot of that beginning of showing me the ropes and bringing me into the entertainment for real to where, I'm around Snoop and all these different niggas that's big niggas way back then. Pac, when we was there at the fucking House of Blues when Pac did that his famous performance when all them niggas, the whole dog pound, everybody performed and all that. Nigga Speedy, all kind of West Coast legends and shit was around back then. And I was young, bro. I was like 16, 17 years old, getting exposed to the industry, you know what I'm saying? Just came a point where I traveled with Raz for a while to look. It got like this. One time, nigga, we came back from off the road performing somewhere, right? And then nigga Andrew Shack, which was the head of A&R at Priority at the time. That nigga brought me in a room and was like, "Yo, we looking at these tapes, and sometimes like you saying too you doing too much. Like the people, if they don't know who Raz is yet, they ain't gonna know if you Raz or he Raz. You gotta kind of stand back. If you the hype man, like let him get his rap off, and you say some words. You ain't gotta say it all with him. Like you know what I'm saying." So I got to thinking like, damn, they looking at it like that shit. It's time for me to turn my shit up, and that's when I really got on to wanting to be an artist, or be a recording artist, and you know what I'm saying, go get me a deal and do the shit for myself. You know what I'm saying?
So fast forward, how do you get to Atlanta from this? Like, is there a gap between? I
Oh
mean, what
yeah, bro,
happened after this?
it's
Like,
bro, my life a real one, my nigga. I've been going through this shit like a motherfucker. So much shit before Atlanta and Meech and that BMF shit, bro. There's so much shit, bro. I did major motion pictures, bro. You know what I'm saying? I went was doing some I did had a group with my nigga Spade from my hood in Delamo, and then the homie Wino, the OG from my neighborhood and shit. That's the nigga that used to produce Coolio. He made the song County Line, I believe. And when Coolio had I mean the nigga that had the big ass afro and all the people was going in the trunk in the video back in the day. It was a popular Coolio video. The big homie produced it. So, you know, before I got out into the world for real, I tried to run it one time with the hood, you know what I'm saying? And we had the group and boo boo boo, but the shit didn't pan out. It didn't go how I needed to go. I started having kids and shit, nigga. I was under pressure trying to do that rap shit and it ain't out in the streets. I'm in the streets, but I ain't doing what I was doing to get money as much no more. Trying to chase the rap career, you feel me? So boom, while I'm moving around trying to find my way, my girl at the time, her boss, she worked for a lady which was DJ Pooh's accountant, Linda, rest in peace, Linda Brown. And I used to drop her off at work and shit all the time. I got cool with Linda. Linda introduced me to DJ Pooh. And once she introduced me to DJ Pooh, he took a liking to me. And I used to be at that nigga studio every day, all the time, like his apprentice while he was writing the movie Three Strikes and shit like that. Snoop, Charlie Wilson over there recording. Everybody in the industry fuck with Pooh. So they all come through the studio. So I got access to all the artists that's popping at that time. You know what I'm saying? And then that nigga wrote Three Strikes, wrote me a part in the movie. I played myself. I played Blue in that movie Three Strikes, a fucking LA classic. You feel me? Classic. You feel me? So that's that's when it was getting real for me. Like in LA at that time, to be nigga on a real movie, nigga, like all the rapping and being with Raz and all that is one thing, but it's taking me to another level now because nigga done tapped into Hollywood. You feel me, nigga, on Paramount back lots and shit like that. At that age, 18 years old, you know what I'm saying? Nigga was doing it for real. So I was kind of like on my way to something. And in actuality, that's how I got to Meech is through DJ Pooh. DJ Pooh introduced me and put me with Meech and them. While I was working,
Is
yeah, while I
that
was
right?
working under, yeah, niggas don't know that, bro. While I was working under Pooh,
And hold on. For y'all who don't know who DJ Pooh is, DJ Pooh helped write
it's Red
Friday.
from Friday, nigga.
Yeah, he helped write Friday.
He
And
wrote
he helped
Friday,
write
wrote all
Friday.
the characters. That nigga
Yeah.
made Smokey, all them niggas. He created
Yeah.
all the characters and shit. He the nigga, you got knocked the fuck out. He that
Yeah.
nigga. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That nigga's a pioneer
For
on the
sure.
West Coast. That nigga DJ Pooh super pioneer. Clip
So
that.
you
Niggas need to talk about that.
your relationship with him extended your career further, you feel like?
Hell yeah, it helped start my career. You know what I'm saying? I was on the road with Razcast getting paid a per diem. That nigga Pooh the first one that got me a real live motherfucking check from out the industry. My first real check that I still see residuals to this day. That shit don't even stop. That nigga DJ Pooh been putting food in my kid's mouth, nigga, since. Off the
Yes.
one play, he put me on the soundtrack and in the movie at the same time as like supporting cast, not no extra or no shit like that. I worked for like 2 weeks on that set. That shit made me sag. It gave me a job. I'm still sag to this day. I've done other projects since, of course, but you know what I'm saying? Like that nigga started my shit off. Like I give like damn near all of the credit to Pooh. I mean,
Damn.
me and Peach and them did some shit. You know what I'm saying?
So
On the
so
pro,
so explain
promo
how
stuff.
how he introduces you to Meech. How do you get out
Well,
there?
from my understanding, bro, uh, uh, Meech and them came to DJ Pooh in an effort to get him to help them with their record label that they had just started. It was called Stomping Ground Entertainment. There was no BMF, none of that shit. The BMF that you see on the TV show that they showing from Meech and them life, it was looming around and it was not like how they showing it to you back then. They ain't had no chains, it wasn't branded, it wasn't none of that. After they was 50 boys and after that shit, when Meech was finna leave Detroit, they did come up with the name. We gonna be BMF. You feel me? And Quiet as Kept, Meech's brother, a few of the older guys was, you know what I'm saying, when I met them, was saying the shit. But it wasn't to be marketed or something to be a household name. What was supposed to be marketed in a household name would have been Stomping Ground Entertainment because that was the company, the entertainment company that Meech and them had when I met them. So they wanted Pooh to help him, but Pooh was right in the movie The Wash at the time, the car wash movie with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg was in it. So he was just like, I can't really do this right now, but that nigga Blue could do all this shit. So y'all sign him or something to a deal, give him some paper, give him some bread, and he could do all the shit and whatever he need my help with, boom, nigga just hit me and then I help. And then they signed me to a record deal with Stomping Ground Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I got with Meech and them. That's how
So
that's how it started.
so so okay, you get with them.
Uh-huh.
Uh, do you move to Atlanta?
Nah, we still
You
Meech
still in
got a house
LA?
in Gardena, nigga. Meech had a house in Gardena.
So see, that's what people don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that's why
Nigga,
I'm
look,
backing
Meech
it
had a
up.
house in Gardena with the motherfucking Rottweilers in the backyard, like some mafioso. The backyard looked like fucking Miami. He done redid the backyard to make it feel like Miami when you go in the back. We right in Gardena, one of them 2-story houses in the cut back there somewhere. He done redid the whole house. Pool tables and shit, swimming pool, all that shit. So did like niggas, even my niggas at the time I was kicking it with some homies out of Carson. They used to be dogs. A lot of niggas know about dogs, but they turned to Coatman Avenue Gangster Crips. So that was like my little sub block because I grew up on Coatman first before I moved to DA. Before I moved to Delamo, the first place I moved in Carson was on Coatman. So I knew all them niggas from the Ave. So once I got older, was moving around on my own, I used to be fucking with the homies on the Ave all the time. So like when I met Meech and all them, I was fucking with the homies on the Ave a lot. You know what I'm saying? My nigga, I call my cousin too, rest in peace, Brandon from over there got killed. We used to be over there at the nigga B Dog house every day. You feel me, around that time. And what's crazy is this, bro. When when I first met Meech and them, niggas in LA didn't even know that I fucked with, they thought they didn't know where I would be at. I would just be gone because Meech and them shit was so Trump tight and quiet. They didn't want people to know. I didn't even know what they had going on at this time. You gotta understand. I come into a situation where this nigga from out of town in my city shaking. I'm young. Niggas gotta remember. See, I don't never claim to be Big Meech. That's what everybody got. A lot of people be like, oh, this nigga Blue thing. Nah, nigga, I wasn't that. I was the little homie, bro. I didn't even know what them niggas was doing. I'm chasing some entertainment shit. I'm not even on no drug shit, none of that. I don't know what the fuck that be about. I thought these niggas were just like Cash Money or some niggas that had some bread. I was naive too. Remember, I'm a kid, nigga. I'm 18 years old. 19 finna be 19. It's just some niggas with some money and some record label. They signing me and some paper involved. Oh, nigga, it's finna be on, nigga. I'm finna take this money and do the same shit Cash Money and Master P and all these niggas did. That was my shit with Meech now. Especially once I got with him and I seen that didn't nobody around know nothing about no music. That was
So
the shit that.
so what's the Crip connection? Was you the first Crip around them, and then you
I
brought the
mean,
Crips?
when Meech first, bro, when Meech first moved to LA, he stayed at Big Dave, my little cousin crib, where Wayne stayed at, and over there in West Boulevard. So he knew Crips. He fucked with Beer King. He fucked with different reputable niggas that's from Cali that was Crips. But when I met him, he wasn't cripping. No, it wasn't. It wasn't no Crip aspect around him on a daily when I met him. You feel me? Not saying that he didn't know or associate with niggas that was Crips and Bloods. He knew both. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't none of it. He from Detroit. Like when I first met him, he was coming off a GD thing. Like he was throwing up pitchforks with all red on when I first met him. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah, I got his pictures of that shit all up on the internet. I got pictures of the nigga with the all red throwing up the pitchfork and all that shit. That shit is real life documented. Everything I say, I can pull up and show a nigga. You can see it. I don't talk about nothing that a nigga can't see for itself. You know what I'm
Nah.
saying? But anyway, me being with that nigga every day, me and Cuz got tight as fuck. And bro, I'm just a young sprucey LA Crip nigga. And niggas know, like, even Bloods and Crips in LA, bro, we got a certain swag about ourselves, especially to out of town people. You got to think of the time I'm talking about now, years before the whole world was gang banging. It was before that. It's when LA was just really mostly it was just the gang banging was in LA, was in other places, but y'all know what I'm saying. It was predominantly LA based. You feel me? And just that. That nigga fucked with the swag. Nigga was cripping. I was still cripping at that time. Like even with Raz Cats and all that, I'm the nigga with the strap with Raz. Y'all pull him up and ask him. He'll tell y'all, man, Blue crazy. You busting on niggas out there around me and everything. I'm with all the bullshit. I've been with all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? As a young nigga still trying to rap, but I'm with all the bullshit from East Side, East Coast. I'm with all the bullshit. But all that growing the braids and all that shit come from us. All the Dickies and all that. Now, when you start digging into history, you can see it. Cuz had the widow's peak. Look, Cuz had the widow's peak with the ducktail when I met him. And right now, he look like Tookie.
You crazy.
On my
Hey,
mama. Like,
hey,
it's the real transformation if y'all niggas peep the game.
no, let's get into, when do y'all go to Atlanta? When do you touch down in Atlanta?
Probably like 001.
Oh,
Probably like
one.
0 01. So this what happened. He was like, man, this exhibit shit finna be out, bro. Like, I be in Atlanta. This where all the new music, all the shit, this music shit finna be popping in Atlanta. He did know that. Give him his credit. I always give niggas they credit where it's due. That nigga Meech knew that fucking ball was finna bounce from California to Atlanta. I don't think he knew it was gonna stay in Atlanta for so long, but that nigga knew that ball was finna bounce. If anybody know about music, I don't know about now because it's the information age. Got so much music coming out at once. But back then, like different coasts had what we call the ball for amount of time. So like them artists from that area is coming out and flourishing from that area. The West Coast is running it. The East Coast is running it. The South is running it. You know what I'm saying? The Midwest, Bone Thugs and Hard. Everybody had their time to come out. The industry kind of had it calculated like that so they could get their money. You feel me?
Nah,
But
for sure.
yeah,
Hey,
but go ahead.
not to cut you off, but so y'all touched down 01. So you're the first artist on BMF at this time, right?
Yeah, but BMF wasn't even started
Yeah,
yet.
you
It
said it
wasn't
wasn't
no
even started. It
BMF.
wasn't
It
even
was
started.
Stomping Ground Entertainment.
Stomping.
It wasn't BMF yet.
Okay, when does it turn to BMF?
It turned to BMF once Meech and his brothers fell out and agreed that they didn't want to do Stomping Ground Entertainment no more. His brother wanted to stay in LA and he wanted to be in Atlanta. That's when BMF was formed because we didn't have no label no more. Now it's just me, Bull, a few niggas from LA, a nigga Ill from New York, motherfucking Throwback from Miami, and Meech. And this nigga Baba at the beginning for he told and couldn't be around Meech no more. And then we were just in Atlanta with Meech going to the club and shit like that while he was doing what he do, his thing. You feel me? And niggas start calling us like Meechy boys and Meechy and his boys and shit like that. And then one time we got back to Gardena to the crib in LA because he still had that house, so we'd go back and forth. And we got back, he like, man, we need to do a new label. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of motherfuckers calling y'all Meechy boys and shit. Now, hey, nigga, we need to call this shit something. And that nigga Bull was like, fuck it, y'all be saying that BMF shit. We might as well make the label BMF, nigga, and throw it up like this. And he made the gang sign with his hand right then and there that day. And that's when the BMF I'm a part of, that's when it was born. Okay, and then you see the niggas with them BMF ENT tattoos on their neck. Them is the original members of the BMF that I'm a part of. You know what I'm saying? So everybody don't got that say they from BMF. They don't got that BMF ENT on their neck that every nigga trusted on their neck. That's my BMF crew. That's Meech's part of BMF.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. All right, let's get into this because streets want to know. You know what I'm saying? I'm always want to know too. You know what I'm saying? So let's do this, man. The whole Jeezy shit.
Pass me a bean. Niggas is laughing.